to Creative Moments by G. I'm Georgia, and we are so happy that you can join us today. Hey, guess what today is? It is our first Crafting Together online class. We are so excited about that. We did post on Facebook all the materials that you would need to craft along with us, right? But remember, we always like to start with a saying. So let's head down to the crafting table so I can show you today's saying. I'm very excited. Okay, so did you know we are going to exercise today? Did you know that? I bet you didn't, because you didn't know. What do you mean crafting doesn't count as exercise? Yes, it does. So after we have our class today, you can say, I'm sorry, I already exercised today. And then I have one more for you. If somebody tells you that you have enough craft supplies and you don't need any more, stop talking to them. You don't need that kind of negativity in your life. Is it possible to ever have too many crafting supplies? I don't think so. Well, let's go ahead and get started.
Susan is with us
in our crafting class today. Welcome, Susan. So excited you could join us. What you need to follow along or craft with us is an A2 card. And we know that an A2 card is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And if you selected a cardstock that was colored, you'll need a mat to put on the inside, and your mat needs to be 5 1/4 by 4 so that we can show a little bit of a border around. The other thing, hopefully, you cut was you picked a designer series paper and you cut that 4 by 11.5 inches. This is going to create our drapery, right?
Patricia.
Hey, Patricia, welcome. So go ahead and make sure you have those out. And then, of course, any embellishments that you want. You're going to need your glue, maybe your dimensionals, your blends, and so forth. Let's go ahead and grab our trimmer if it has the score blade on it, right? Now, if you don't have a score blade on your trimmer, then get your score buddy. Anything that will make a score, right? And by the way, if you're watching the rebroadcast, please go ahead and make comments below. I read all the comments and I respond. And my sister and I, we just love to read those comments. And don't forget, Maudie, my sister, is over there answering any questions that you might have. Now, let me give you a little hint here. Take the DSP that you want to show on front of the card. That's important. Make sure it's face up, okay? So let's go ahead. I'm going to extend my arm on my trimmer. Let's go ahead and start scoring. The first score you're going to make is 3 inches. So go ahead and score 3 inches. You're then going to move over and score 4 inches. So we're scoring at 3 and 4 inches right now. Then we're going to move it over and we're going to score at 6 and 7 inches. Now we have 2 more scores that we're going to make. A 9-inch and a 10-inch. So move it over and score at 9-inch and score at 10-inch. And there we have all our scores. I'm going to move this aside just a little bit, and on one of these sides, on the right-hand side, I want you to measure 1 inch and put a little tick mark, because that's the point that we are going to cut to. So just put a little tick mark right there. That's important because that's going to show you how to cut your paper for your drapery fold. So I'm going to get that lined up. I've made my tick mark at 1 inch. I am going to get this moved up just a little bit so you can see the bottom. I am going to line this bottom point right here in the canal. And I'm going to cut from this point to that tick mark. So you're not going to be able to see this because I'm going to move it down. But it's right there in the canal. And I'm just going to move this so that the tick mark is also in the canal. And that's going to create my diagonal cut, right? Let's go ahead and cut. So we're just going to cut it. And this is what we have. You see that? Perfect. So you can move your trimmer or your scoreboard over to the side. And now we are just going to put this flat down on your table and bend back. Bend back on the first one. And you can use your bone folder. And now go back. And we're just creating a drapery effect, or they also call it a curtain. Find your crease mark, use your bone folder, go back, we still have another one, find it, and go back. And there we have it. Look at this. That's our curtain or our drapery fold. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to glue some of this down so that it's not up like this, right? So what I like to use is I like to go ahead and get a tape runner. And I'm just going to put a strip of tape right there and I'm going to put it down, okay? Then I'm going to put another strip of tape down and glue it down. Now I'm going to put another strip using my tape runner and glue it down so that we have the front part glued down. Hey Jennifer, welcome. We are making a drapery card today and it's so pretty. So now that we've glued that down, I want to show you what one of our cards looks like so you can see. Look at this card. Isn't that beautiful? That's what we're doing right now. We're creating this drapery part of the card. And then, like I said on Facebook, get your embellishments and you can do whatever you want. But isn't that lovely? That drapery is so pretty. And you see how you can see on the inside? Now that we have that glued down, we're going to turn it over and we're just going to use our tape runner and we're going to just put some tape, run it along the sides and at the top and in the middle. Then we're going to take our card and we're just going to, you can line it up at the top or line it up at the bottom. I'm going to line mine up at the top and just press down. And there we have it. While we're waiting, let's go ahead and get this glued down. And I use wet glue on this part because I want to make sure that it goes down and I can wiggle it around, right? Just in case I make a mistake. Because that tape runner, it actually just really sticks very well. So we're going to get this laid down right in the center. And there we have our mat. Now remember what I said, if you're using a white card, you don't need this mat. It's only when you have a colored card so that you can see your writing that you're going to do. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a little trick. Now, see how flat it is? Very one-dimensional, right? Well, you don't want that on a drapery card. So you can take like anything you want, just any kind of paintbrush, anything, and you're simply going to slip it in right there in your first little drape, and you're just going to push it up like this, just so that it bubbles up just a little bit, right? So it looks more 3D because we don't want a flat card. Just push it up just a little bit. And see, all of a sudden, see how you can see that? Much better, right? Now, you need to think about what is your sentiment that you're going to use. I am going to use, just to give you an idea, I'm going to use thinking of you. But let me show you another card that we did. And because this is so dark, and I really don't like to put personal opinion, I don't like to put a little tag right there on this drapery card, so I actually embossed this. See, that's embossed. And I think that looks really pretty. But I don't have to emboss it on this one because you'll be able to see. So I am just going to ink up using my memento. So go ahead and do that. And let's get some paper down. And I'm just going to make sure that it's, oh, don't you love that font? I love that font. And I'm just going to put it right here. Thinking of you. And I'm just going to hold it for good contact. Isn't that lovely? Now, I'm not through, and neither are you, because you have embellishments that you want to use. Let me show you the embellishments that I want to use on this particular card. Now, I got the Good Morning Magnolia, and I colored some flowers, and I also punched out some leaves using the dies. I want to show you how I colored this. I stamped this little magnolia, and I just picked out the colors I like. And you know, I like orange, and I like bright, bright colors. So I'm just going to color this just a little bit right on the inside. And then I'm going to come in with a lighter color like this pink, and I'm going to go over the top just to blend it, right? This is an alcohol marker, and so it will get rid of that line. So then I'm going to come in with another one, dark petal pink, and I'm just going to do the outside of the flower, going over that line to kind of get that to dissolve just a little bit. And it is so pretty. Now you can always go back in. See how pretty that looks with some darker color if you want to. I have some green, so I'm just going to use my green to color. And that's how I colored it. That's all you have to do. Now I'm going to bring back in my card, and we're going to figure out where we want to place this. So I'm going to set that up. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my dimensionals out. Now on my leaves, I'm going to use the baby dimensionals that we have. And remember, I would love to see the card that you make, and you can post that on our Facebook page. I bet it is going to be beautiful. So,
Deborah just joined.
Hi Deborah, welcome. We are making a drapery card. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this off just a little bit because it needs to be snipped. Let's see if I can hook that then. Oh, I think I need to cut just a little bit more. Oh, I hate cutting those leaves off. They're so pretty. Yep, just like that. So that's how I'm going to put my leaf. And I'm going to use the baby dimensionals and get this up. And I'm using your take your pick tool, right, to get the dimensional backings off. I love that little trick. Oops. Sometimes it pulls off more than you want. Okay, so I'm going to just slide this in like this. And now I'm going to put my magnolias on, and I'm just going to put one large dimensional on each back. And there is the outside of my card using the magnolia. Now, we still have to decorate the inside, right? So I have already selected this beautiful, I don't know what you would call that, little banner that goes at the top. And so I am going to ink that up with memento. And that comes in the Good Morning Magnolia also. So just make sure, yep. And hold it down for good contact. And then bring it up. And you know what I like about this? See, it's kind of old-timey, right? It doesn't do a solid black. It just does this kind of old-timey. I love that. Now, we have some colors going on here. So I think I'm going to use garden green to stamp my message instead of doing the memento. I think that's what we're going to do. So let me ink that up. And, yep, that's what I want to do. So I'm going to put it right under the banner, line it up, and just hold it for good contact. And, oh, look at that. Thinking of you, not only for what you do, but for being someone so special. Let me show you the other cards. So here's the card that we made today. Here's the one that I showed you earlier. Isn't that lovely? And this is using the ornate, sweet little border that comes with it, and also their embossing folder. So pretty. So you open it up, it says, "You are the happy to my day. So grateful for someone like you in my life." Isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness. Now, I showed you this one. We just embossed on the front, which I really liked. And I did the same thing in the middle. And then we just had a very simple card that we did, more masculine, right? This could be like for a graduation card. Congratulations on that thing you did. I'd give you a standing ovation, but here's a card instead. Oh my goodness. And we put some little rhinestones. What do you think? Do you like this card? I cannot wait to see the cards you make. Please post it on Facebook. We would love to all celebrate together. We hope you had a good time in this class. We look forward to doing some more. We hope you go out and have a fantastic day and weekend. Be safe, be healthy, be creative in your crafting, and we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.